I've got my bracket in my hand. Do you have your bracket in your hand? Jason, you got your bracket? We've all got our brackets. Welcome into the Food City Locker Room, brought to you by Garza Law. Selection Sunday has come and gone, if you will, because the selections are out. We have our brackets. I don't even know if we start with the bracket or just start with Tennessee at the SEC tournament. A disappointing loss to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much the same story for Tennessee
Yep.
in the losses. Didn't do a good enough job taking care of the basketball. Didn't make free throws. And you allowed a perimeter guard to have a career day again. And that was the case with Miles. It went for 30-plus points. That type of production at the shooting guard position would have been great for Tennessee to have this year. Just unfortunately, you haven't had it. And it's been the reason why Tennessee has really struggled. You put too much pressure on Jacoby Gillespie, too much pressure on Nate Ament to score without that third scorer in the perimeter, and it makes things difficult for Tennessee.
Yeah. Tyler Tanner, Duke Miles outplayed Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Ament. I mean, Nate, after playing a stellar game against Auburn the night before, puts up a 1 for 13 marker. Yeah, that's the numbers, 1-13, and just didn't play well. And Vanderbilt wanted it. And right now, I believe Mark Byington did a very good job coaching. I mean, I think he outcoached Rick Barnes, and they've beaten Tennessee the last 2 times. And ironically,
they've beaten Tennessee at everything.
Ironically, Jason, last week when we did the show without our fearless leader, we were talking about Tennessee losing to Vanderbilt. So we're talking about them again.
Well, this is not the first time that Vanderbilt did a really good job against Nate Ament.
Yeah.
I mean, they've played Nate Ament great all year long. Obviously, the home game at the end of the season, Nate didn't play.
Right.
But you think about Ament's performance in Nashville. He had the big shot at the end, but he wasn't efficient. I mean, Vanderbilt did a really good job guarding him, doubling him, length guarding him, and it was the same case there in Nashville. And we have to understand, too, the way Vanderbilt played Florida, that Vanderbilt's playing really, really well right now, too. So that's a part of it.
I was thinking about it earlier. For years, anytime Tennessee has done something good, I'll pull out the orange jacket. That thing's going on mothballs, man. I didn't bring it out one time this year.
Well, you're supposed to wear it against the rival, right?
Yeah.
And they got win.
Kentucky.
Vandy
in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so let's get to the bracket. First off, guys, we put the graphic up of all the SEC teams that made the tournament. We'll get to the bracket in a second, but the SEC teams that are in the tournament. Now one that's not played for a national championship last year, and that's Auburn. Auburn does not make the NCAA tournament. Florida is the number 1 seed in the South. Vanderbilt a 5. Texas A&M a 10. Arkansas a 4. You wonder if they move from the 5 line to the 4 line. I always kind of wonder if the SEC championship game was a 4-5 game.
Right.
And the winner of that got the 4 and the loser. I don't know. Missouri is the 10 in the West. And then a second page, because there are 9 teams that make the NCAA tournament from the SEC. Georgia is an 8. Alabama's a 4. There's Tennessee is the 6. And look who's number 7, sitting right there next to Tennessee in the Midwest. A lot of things that have to happen.
Right.
But it would be fun to give Tennessee a chance to hold a lead for a 3rd time.
Well, I mean, for Tennessee to be able to face Kentucky, they'll have to play 2 really good basketball teams.
Sure.
The first 4 will be SMU and Miami of Ohio, which
We
has
just
been
lost our first game.
Yeah, I mean, they've been the Cinderella of the country of the season, and everybody's going to be rooting for them if they are able to beat SMU. And SMU is a really good team. They have a player that used to play for Tennessee, and B.J. Edwards, Knoxville Catholic, who has been severely missed. SMU has been losing games late in the season because he's been hurt, but he's going to play, and SMU's going to look like a different team. Another challenge for Tennessee to hold down the opposing guards because SMU has a few. Yeah,
and SMU, not that it matters, but a 7.5-point favorite over Miami of Ohio in the play-in game.
Got a lot of affinity for Miami of Ohio. I coached in the MAC. I coached at the University of Buffalo, coached at the University of Toledo, and I love MAC basketball. And they're a deserving team. is no way in the world that they should have been left out. And I'm glad Keith Gill, the committee chair, came on and said, no way that Miami of Ohio was the last at-large team in. They were over Texas, they were over NC State, they were over a lot of teams.
They finished 31-1. They were 31-0 going to the tournament, lost in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, but Pac-Man, we heard a lot of noise about Miami of Ohio not being in because their strength of schedule, who did they play, and things of that nature.
Nobody wanted to play them.
Yeah, nobody wanted to play them. And I've been there before. When I was in the Mid-American Conference, nobody wanted to play us.
Yeah.
And, I had some issues with my former boss, Bruce Pearl, saying that Miami of Ohio needed to win the MAC tournament to get into the NCAA tournament.
Rough week for the Pearls.
And it was just, he was just trying to accentuate, Auburn's plight. And I get that. But this is what I don't get, that we came from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And if we were 30-0, and someone in the national media was saying that we needed to win the tournament to get, we would have
come unglued.
Oh my goodness! So I'm happy for Miami of Ohio. SMU is a very good story. Jason mentioned about B.J. Edwards, but I like to say, Andy Enfield is a good coach. He's a quality coach. Florida Gulf Coast, USC. And Travis Steele is a good coach, too, also, Pac-Man.
Here's the thing about, we've talked about, it's all about matchups. It's all about matchups. I think all three of us said when we were sitting here talking about before we started, a potential second-round game with Virginia is a bad matchup.
Yeah. I mean, any matchup where they have scoring perimeter guards, I mean, we've seen what Tennessee allowed this season in the SEC. I mean, it gives you cause to pause. And Virginia, the second time they played Duke, Duke got them pretty good.
But the tournament?
But the ACC tournament, Virginia was in position to win the game and made some mistakes on their part and came up short against Duke. Now, Duke is without their, Foster, their starting point guard, who is 6'5", a really great defender. And I think that is a big difference of why Virginia had a chance. But Virginia has one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Yeah.
Tennessee has one of the best shot blockers, so it's going to be a collision at the rim every time in the paint. That's going to be fun. But they have shooters. They have guys that can get downhill and get to the rim as well. If
that matchup do occur, Virginia is rough and rugged inside, and they got perimeter players just like Jason alluded to. I would like Virginia in that game, by watching them this year, watching them how they navigated the ACC, how they played North Carolina, how they played Duke, how they played Louisville,
Virginia was at 15-3 in the ACC.
Exactly.
Duke was 17-1. So I mean, this is no slouch.
No slouch at all. So that would be a challenging game for Tennessee. But got to get past the SMU Miami of Ohio winner.
For it to matter.
Yeah, don't take Miami of Ohio's perimeter three-point shooting, one of the best in the country, for granted. And then obviously SMU has some very quality players.
So, by the way, that's the Midwest region. We've kind of danced around that. The Tennessee game against Miami of Ohio or SMU will be a Friday game. Those two teams will play the play-in game on Wednesday to see who is the 11 seed. The number 1 seed in Tennessee's region is Michigan. I will say, after watching Michigan play on Sunday, not quite as impressed as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah, Michigan was a better basketball team about a month and a half ago.
Yep.
I mean,
I agree.
And to start the season, they were beating teams by 40 points.
Yep.
And they are not playing their best right now. They're capable. They're really good. They're long. They got some athletic guys. Yep. It's going to be really, really hard to score baskets in the paint. But they're not playing on all cylinders right now.
We got to take a break. The 2 seed is Iowa State. The 3 seed is Virginia. The 5 seed's Texas Tech, and the 4 seed in there is it Alabama? I gotta see.
You need your glasses?
Yeah, I don't have my glasses on.
That's Alabama.
Alabama. I'm an old man. I need my bifocals. I'll find them during the break. We'll continue to go through the bracket when we come back. Golly, but where are they?
Like a blast from the past, the Super Dealer is back. Look to the skies, Knoxville. The Super Dealer is fighting for price, service, and the American made. Ted Russell Ford is your Super Dealer, a beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 Volume 4 dealer. Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Keep in mind, Food City is your official tailgating headquarters of the Vols. No matter where you are, it could be football, basketball, it could be March Madness. You got tailgating experiences. Keep Food City in mind, the official tailgating headquarters of the Vols. Okay, as we look through the bracket, I have found my old man classes. Who is the #1 seed most likely to not make it to the Final Four? Is it Duke in the East, where the top 4 seeds are? I'm gonna help everybody out through this. UConn is the #2. The #3 is Michigan State. The #4 is Kansas. Okay, that's the East. Florida is a #1 seed, defending national champions. Houston is the 2. The 3 is Illinois, and the 4 is Nebraska. Arizona in the West is the 1 seed. Purdue is the 2. Purdue looked pretty good. Gonzaga is the 3, and the 4 is Arkansas. And then in the Midwest, Tennessee's region, Michigan is the 1, Iowa State is the 2, Virginia is the 3, Alabama is the 4, Tennessee is the 6. Which one of those 4 has the toughest road?
I would say Michigan. That's
what I think.
You know, Jason said in the last segment that Michigan hadn't been playing well, and I think, you know, the rationale behind that is they've lost their 6th man. He was a double-digit scorer. He's the backup point guard, and he's out for the season.
Michigan?
Yeah, he tore his ACL 2 weeks ago, and that's going to be problematic for him. And you got Iowa State, who's a very good basketball
You make
team.
good points every once in a while. That was a good point.
Yeah, and Iowa State is a very good basketball team. and then obviously we've already talked about Virginia. On the flip side, I said the other #1 seed that may not make it is Florida. I was really disappointed in Boogie Flan and Devion Lee's perimeter shooting against Vanderbilt.
So back to Florida. Florida in the South. Houston is the 2. Illinois is the 3 at 24-8, and the 4 is Nebraska.
Illinois is a very talented team, but I really like Houston. Like we've always said, defense travels. They get after you. I just think they came up against an unbelievable Arizona team, and that's my pick to win the national championship, to cut down
Houston?
the Nets. The Arizona Wildcats.
Oh, Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the way they handled Houston in the Big 12 championship yesterday.
Like, I like Michigan's path because Texas Tech is without their best player. But Duke will encounter St. John's, and that's a problem because St. John's is playing some of the best basketball right now.
Hey, by the way, what a second-round game it could be, St. John's and Kansas.
Yeah, but St. John's is playing good right now, man.
Yeah.
They, whoo,
Well, they drilled UConn.
that beat down that they took at UConn, that woke St. John's up. We're talking about Big East champs, a team that beat UConn once. Ejiofor can shoot it. He's a problem in the paint.
They're a fire.
I wouldn't be surprised if Duke loses to St. John's before any other number 1 seed loses.
Hey, Pac-Man, Jason makes a good point. And I know,
middle of some love fest here.
I know all these coaches because I've competed against the majority of them. And I know who's the best coach, active coach in the nation right now. And it's by far, it's Rick Pitino. It's no question. Don't throw Izzo.
I thought you were going to say Logan Sharp. and Johnson.
At Johnson University. Don't throw Izzo or Bill Self or any of those other guys into the equation. Is by far is Rick Pitino.
Godfather.
And he's the Godfather. And Rick Pitino can knock off Duke.
Do you think St. John's can win the whole thing?
I think they could beat Duke.
I mean, I'm sitting here listening to this whole thing, and I'm like,
I'm saying I think they could beat Duke. If
they can beat Duke, they're the overall number 1 seed.
Yeah, but you never know. As you got to continuously win, and he may lose. He could lose.
You're telling me they could rise up and pull off an upset
against Duke,
but you don't have the confidence that they could rise up enough times to do it all.
They could, but will they? I don't know.
I don't know.
Think about last year. And what kept St. John's from advancing versus Arkansas? It was outside shooting.
Yep.
They got outside shooting now.
They do.
And they still have the toughness on defense and the mentality as well, too. So they're just playing really good right now. We know how this is. It's about who's playing the best at the right time.
Yep.
Okay, got to take a break here. Arkansas wins the SEC tournament.
Yep.
Are they not the one playing the best out of the SEC going into? We're going to talk about that when we come back. I mean, Florida's the number 1 overall seed.
They got a
They
baller.
got drilled.
Yes, they do.
They got a baller.
They got a
Arkansas
baller.
won the SEC tournament. We'll talk about that when we come back.
At Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, we know your time is valuable, and we know that service needs can pop up at unexpected times. That's why we bring the Service Center to your home or office. With our mobile service, you can receive the vehicle maintenance you need at your time and place. We take care of oil changes, battery replacements, brake services, diagnostic scannings, and more. Book an appointment online or call us today. Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, where luxury vehicles come with luxury treatment.
I still have spots on my glasses, even with the most expensive cleaners.
Whoa, AquaClear can fix that.
If I don't squeegee this, I still see spots.
Are you tired of still seeing spots? AquaClear can fix that.
Faded laundry again?
AquaClear can fix that.
I was coming up 75 North. Traffic started slowing and I slowed and the driver behind me did not. I was hit and both of our cars were totaled. The Garza law firm was diligent in the work that they performed for me and with me. I never felt like we were just a job to them. It felt like they really did want to help.
The Garza law firm. Let us help.
Okay, straight back out. We're just going to continue to roll here. I've got Arkansas winning their first round game against Hawaii, but I've got them not making it to the Sweet 16. You know who I've got there?
You got the Badgers?
I got High Point.
Listen, that's upsets.
There is always
a 5-12.
somewhere. There's a 5-12 somewhere. You've got to You've got to pull the trigger on a 12 somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not taking Northern Iowa over St. John's after the Love Fest I just heard from you guys.
This is my 5-12 upset. It's Akron over Texas Tech. Without Toppin playing.
My wife liked you before that. She went to Texas Tech.
No, did she? Without Toppin playing, I think that's going to be quite dicey for them. And Akron is a very good team. Only lost one game in the MAC.
29-5.
Only lost one game in the MAC this year. And that was to Miami of Ohio.
Have you watched Darius Acuff play this year?
Yes.
Arkansas is not losing the first 2 rounds. I don't see anybody containing Darius Acuff.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you this right now. This piece of paper that I've got right here will be ripped up and thrown in the trash can about 4 p.m. on Thursday.
Absolutely. My brackets.
There's no expert up here.
No,
this is just 3 dudes talking.
What about Wagner came in and made some shots today against Vanderbilt in the SEC championship?
That changes that team completely, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if he can come in, play the point, allow A-Cup to play off the ball, and he's making shots, man, forget about it.
Can I tell you? Forget about it. You sound like you're from Detroit. Okay, there's a Vegas line that I'm confused by.
All right.
Okay? I am confused. What do you think the line should be on North Carolina and VCU? 6 seed North Carolina against the 11 seed Virginia Commonwealth. What should the line be? Don't go look anything up. What should it be?
The line?
The Vegas line. What should the Vegas line be?
I think North Carolina -6 or 7. They obviously Caleb is out, but the committee chair again said if VCU didn't win the Atlantic 10 tournament, they weren't in as at large.
You got 6.5, 7 points.
Yes.
What do you got?
I'll go double digits.
You got double digits?
Yeah, I mean, they got great athletes, great players.
2
points.
2?
North Carolina is a 2-point favorite over Virginia Commonwealth. We'll be jumping on DraftKings while we're sitting here in the middle of the show. I was stunned by that.
I'm stunned too. I mean, you think about all the talent and athletes down. Caleb Wilson not playing; he's their best player. He's a freshman, but you would think they would have enough to be able to go through VCU by double digits.
Okay, so we've gone through the bracket. Let's move on to something else. I do want to touch on football for just a little bit in this segment before we take a break here. Not that I'm focusing on the Vegas line, but sorry, here goes. Vegas line a year ago for win total for Tennessee was 9.5.
Yep.
And then Nico left, so whenever that was.
It dropped.
And then it dropped to 8.5. It's 6.5. 6.5 win is the over/under in Vegas for Tennessee. Is that an accurate number? Is there that much? Is the quarterback just?
Well, there's a lot of questions, and it's just safer to
6.5.
Well, it's safe. Quarterback will be a freshman.
Yeah.
And the defense was as poor as it was last year. Plus a schedule that's very difficult compared to last year. The quarterback situation is the least alarming thing out of the 3 that I just named. For me, yes, because you think about what Josh Heupel has done here with quarterbacks. Look what he did with Hendon Hooker, Joe Milton, Joe Aguilar. 3 dudes that the previous school didn't want.
What's the biggest concern? Defense?
It's defense.
You brought in a bunch of dudes, but you just don't know.
You brought in a bunch of dudes.
But you just don't know.
But we don't know. You don't know. So I think Josh Heupel will be able to manage the freshman quarterback as long as they're healthy, run the football, dial up some good stuff for some explosive plays offensively on the outside.
Yeah.
But defensively, if they can get pressure,
don't know.
get pressure on the quarterback without blitzing, understand the system that Jim Knowles puts in place, I think they'll be fine. And then you got Derek Owens, who's the most important hire of the offseason. You know the physicality is going to be different. The mental toughness, the discipline is going to be
I got to take a break. Sorry.
better. So for me, it's about the defense more so than the young quarterback.
Okay. When we come back, keys to Tennessee winning a game or 2 or 3 or whatever in the NCAA tournament when we come back in the Food City locker room. As always, brought to you by Garza Law.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel Ash, a Knoxville native and the owner of Ash Chiropractic and Wellness. We would like to help you on every step along your health journey, whether that's chiropractic care, soft tissue work, or diet and exercise help. I'm located in the Renaissance Plaza. You can give me a call at 865-671-1000.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
I'm a veteran. I had a stroke. I had to medically retire. I filed Social Security on my own and have got denied. I knew I needed some help, so that's why I got the legal help from the Garza law firm. I was always comfortable here. I loved the work ethic that they had. They were there from the beginning. They were there even after my case closed. I would recommend the Garza law firm for any and everyone.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hey, wherever you are across the great state of Tennessee, Marcus Garza and the Garza Law Firm can help you out. Why hire an out-of-state lawyer to handle your in-state issues? Simply go to GarzaLaw.com. Get the help you need whenever challenges come your way. NCAA tournament getting started on, Tuesday, actually. Play-in games Tuesday and Wednesday. Tennessee will play either Miami, Ohio, or SMU on Friday. Jason, go.
I've been consistent about this for the last couple of weeks. Perimeter defense has to improve, has to get better. You have to make free throws in the tournament. You think about 2019 team with Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield, 50% from the free throw line, you got to sit home. You got to make free throws in the tournament. And then it's one thing to get offensive rebounds, and we can talk about how great that is and how many extra possessions you get. You got to put the ball in the basket at the end of the day. So we got to convert offensive rebounds.
Here's the thing. You've been asking this for several weeks, and it hasn't happened, so I'm getting a little concerned.
Well, that's why we've been losing games.
Sorry. T. Jones Live, what you got?
I love Jason's enthusiasm about what he's been expounding on in the last few weeks. We need to out-rebound opportunities. And opportunities is we need to out-rebound our opponent on the defensive end and get out in transition. And then when we get offensive rebounds, we need to execute them into second chance points. Shoot quality threes. I mean, we can't have Amari Evans shooting threes. We can't have Bishop Boswell shooting threes. We need to shoot quality threes. Jacoby needs to shoot threes. Nate needs to shoot threes. And those are the only two guys that needs to shoot the ball from three.
I'm going to put this in football terms. I feel like that anybody playing Tennessee is playing a team that they don't feel like can throw the football. In other words, they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage, and until you can prove you can throw the football, they're not going to respect you.
Pretty much.
And for Tennessee, until you figure out that anybody besides Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Ament scare you at all, you're a two-headed monster.
I think that's a good way to put it.
And my third key was turnover margin.
Oh, did I interrupt you?
Yes, you did. Win the turnover margin in the NCAA tournament. Turnovers is the reason that you can win and lose basketball games. I've been in 10 NCAA tournament games, and turnovers has prevented us from winning, and it's enabled us to win. So that's important.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck to Tennessee this weekend. NCAA tournament. March Madness is upon us.